Hi, my name is Maria, and I have been wanting to create a YouTube channel my whole life. I have watched YouTube videos since I was a little girl, and I always knew that someday when I had something important to say, I would want to share it with the world. And in the past few years, I've been going on a journey inwards to get to know myself better, to understand who I am, to understand what the meaning of my existence is. And I've learned a lot of things along the way. Through this period of time, I've primarily been alone. And there have been moments where I felt like this excruciating sense of being lost in a void, completely separate from anyone or anything else. And that experience was really scary. And I realized that a lot of people right now are probably experiencing something similar, just the way the world's changing so rapidly. It feels more and more each day like the future doesn't include a lot of us. And that's a very difficult thing to experience collectively. But one thing I learned through my personal experience was the importance of developing an intrinsic sense of worth. So that means worth that is not tied to anything external. So that if everything is ripped away from you, your money, your friends, your career, your sense of self, there's still something to cling on to. You're not just sort of drowning or in free fall. And trying to find a sense of self-worth in a society that profits heavily from convincing us that we need external validation to have self-worth and to believe in ourselves is no small task. I found myself through this period of reflection thinking about how, wow, if I learned as a child, like the stuff that I learned now, just by the grace of God, like having high self-esteem, self-care, the importance of listening to and honoring your inner child. If I learned those things earlier in life, I think I would have been at a great advantage. So my goal with this channel is to try to impart some of the hard-won wisdom from my personal life onto others, to share my personal experiences, and to just create a space where people can reclaim authorship and reclaim ownership over their human experience. And that's something I work on constantly every day. It is never something you stop working on. It's just something that you continue to persist at. And during times like these where everyone's sense of identity and worth is just up in the air, I think it's more important now than ever that we share our collective personal experiences and our wisdom and the stories of how we survive our own personal, collapse with the world, so that we can help each other survive and thrive. Ultimately, that's the goal. I truly believe that we're not here to suffer. Suffering can be turned into something transcendental and beautiful when it's approached in the right way, when it's honored, when it's respected. But it takes work, it takes community, and it takes a lot of self-love. So if any of that resonated with you, I welcome you to subscribe to my channel. There will be more videos. I was going to wait until I had the perfect setup to create one, but that is something I'm trying not to be a perfectionist anymore. I'm trying to just create when I feel like it and, not care so much about things looking perfect or me looking perfect. So I hope you'll be along for this journey. I would love to get to know you better, and thank you so much for inviting me into your space, into your world.